So if I send it, even when I've sent figures to UKG that they're sending back to me, I have to pay their import tax. It's the dumbest system ever. Hopefully now that we've got some sort of free trade agreement happening with the UK, that'll end. But if every buyer and seller, especially I see it on posts on American pages all the time, they go, what do you mean that the person I sold a figure to tells me they have to pay $20 to go and get it out of customs, and now they want the seller to pay that because they didn't write the correct fake amount on the customs declaration.
Yeah.
You can't this is just a shambles. You know, it's an absolute shambles. So as if I was a business and I was thinking, well, do I want to ship there? I just know that's going to cause me headaches. At least in Australia, we've got a $1,000 cap limit for imports. So if you order any figures, as long as the total value is under $1,000, you won't be charged any tax. But in America, I think America is very similar to us. Canada and the UK have got really stringent tax laws for their importation. So,
hopefully with this new agreement. Hopefully, with the new agreement, that all changes. So,
well done, Zombie 2. Fantastic figures. Probably the best. I think if they can turn out like they look, and we actually get them in hand, and they're that good, I would say they're just blow the retros out of the water. Some people are saying $40 is too much. For me, $40 is a bargain.
Yeah, $40 US, and
so that'd be about $50.
Yeah, look, you'd pay that for an elite. If you were to buy an elite figure from eBay or whatever it may be, it's going to cost you, correct me if I'm wrong, $50 to $75, including shipping, to get it here.
And so look at the ultimates. The ultimates are about $50. So
yeah. No, well done. Next toy line I'd like to highlight for those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans like I am. NECA are absolutely killing it with both the cartoon line and the original movie toy lines. So what I want to highlight tonight is the 1988 cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello quarter scale. And this is up for pre-order. It stands 38.1 centimeters tall and is based on the original 1988 cartoon version of Donatello. It looks, I don't know, you're not a Turtles fan, Chris, but what do you think? Looks fantastic.
I am a Turtles fan. I do like to see these figures. I just don't have a desire to have a huge collection. I'm not a diehard, but I love watching the movies and the shows with my son. I like this. It reminds me exactly of the cartoon when I was a kid. How much are they?
They are, well, at Toy Nerd, you can buy, before I go into the price, this figure is being released in July, so next month. Pre-orders are now available. I didn't really catch how much that one was, to be honest, Chris, but it's going to go hand in hand with the original release that they've already have of Raphael.
Is that the one, the other picture?
That's the one. So there's Raphael, boxed up, beautiful figure. So I know that is on sale at Toy Nerds at the moment. Our good friend Ryan and Draz, that's on sale at Toy Nerds for $240 Australian plus shipping. So
now, Jamesy, I've got a question for you as a Turtles fan and expert. Why in the original were, like, the really early comics and things, they all had red masks, but then when they sort of got more popular, they started having different colors?
Look, to be honest, I can't answer that question. I think the original founders, Kevin Eastman, and the other guy's name always escapes me. That was their original design. And I think, like everything, once people get behind it, they have their input. And those Turtle fans in the group, if you know exactly why, please let us know. But I do believe it's just evolution of the brand or the product.
Well, commercially, it makes sense, doesn't
it? Yeah. So once it become a cartoon, I think once it became a cartoon, I think it was, part of identifying them rather than having them all in red. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Very nice.
And then on to our next one. Did you see Junk Shop Dog's latest prototype reveal?
Very nice. Junk Shop Dog is probably hitting it out of the park as well.
Oh,
I think that's the Bruiser Brody, fantastic. Then it's got the Dynamite Kid. Has that come out yet?
I don't think it's come out. So
He's
he's got
pretty
LOD.
close.
He's got LOD.
Yeah.
So he's obviously he's got Bruiser Brody. He's got who's Bruiser Brody?
Was it Hawk or Animal? Was it
both? So Legion of Doom or the Road Warriors? Oh God, he had Dynamite Kid.
Is there a Bull Nakano?
Bull Nakano, and now this one he's just revealed is Terry Funk, based in his Texas Bronco days. So way back when. I'm sure there was one straight after Bruiser Brody, and in between him.
Funk, is that the same Terry Funk style of the Terry Funk LJN?
No. No. This one's got red trunks, whereas the LJN's got the old chaps on with the cowboy hat, and this is his Texas Bronco look. So well done to Adam and Portia, doing great work. Great work.
Keep smashing it, guys.
Absolutely.
Making Aussies proud.
They make us very proud. Here we go. Someone's just written in. They wanted the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters to look like individuals on TV, hence their color changes. It's exactly what I said. There you go. Thank you. Righto, on to the next part. So it wouldn't be a podcast without podcast merch. So we have official Wrestling with Figs podcast tees for both ladies and men. And we also have our hoodies that you can all purchase on our website at wrestlingwithfigs.com. Now, the hoodies look awesome. Both. What was that, mate?
I was just going to say, get onto it, because when they are available on the website, the logo looks fantastic. You got the capital letters that represent the podcast, and the support means we can put more investment into making this podcast even better.
Yep. So, and they're all on quality material, guys. So head over to our website, wrestlingwithfigs.com, and pick up yours today. You get a 5% discount if you pick up both the shirt and the jumper hoodie.
And whose wife wouldn't look better wearing a Wrestling with Figs podcast t-shirt?
Mate, they both look equally as beautiful, Chris.
My wife would look much better in a Wrestling with Figs podcast shirt. I'll get her one for sure.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I'll get 6. One for Mother's Day, one for a birthday.
That's right. But every couple of months we will be dropping new merch, so stay tuned, guys, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way. All right, well, that's everything for community news. It's now time to hear.
Just before you go on, on community news, if you are watching us or listening to us and you have a community event you would like us to mention, just drop us a DM and we're happy to mention it on the pod. Maybe it's a community wrestling event. Maybe it's a toy fair, some kind of collector's show, something you want us to plug. We're happy to do that, but just have to let us know. We've seen a few toy fairs, card shows in previous episodes, and we'd love to support everybody in our local community. So just let us know, especially the indie wrestling circuit. I think that's a big opportunity for people to get more involved. Take your kids along. See some cool stuff. I've seen a couple of local indie shows at different events, normally not for the actual show because it's part of a bigger event. Those guys are pretty hardcore. Oh,
absolutely. They put their body on the line, and we would love to be a part of that. So I second what Chris has said. But not only that too, guys, eventually we'll start, I guess once this bloody COVID disappears for good, once we're all vaccinated, it'd be great to start organising little Figs Down Under community events or Wrestling with Figs pod events. Get together as a community and have a bit of fun. We might even go visit Jeff at Go Figure Collectibles. Hey,
we should do one at Go Figure, but not tell Jeff. Just roll in with like 80 dudes,
cashed up, ready to spend. Stock the shelves, Jeff. Well, speaking of Jeff's going to get a lot of plugs tonight. We're going to go on to the next segment. Before we do, we're going to hear a little word from the Wrestling with Figs major sponsor. So inserted here going forward will be a recorded advertisement, you could say. But tonight I'm going to read it out, and I'm going to do it in my best professional voice. So Adam Topless, if you're listening, you've got to do it a lot better than I can. All righty, here we go. So the Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles. Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles also offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as pop vinyls, statues, TV, movie, and video game memorabilia, and so much more. For all Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide. It's not just wrestling figures, it's everything across Go Figure Collectibles. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go and check out their store at 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say good day to Jeff and the team. Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under. Way to go, Jeff. Thank you so much, mate. And that takes us to, my notes are all over the place now. What happened here?
We're going to talk about some merch that James has found at the figure. Do you remember you found something really good at Go Figure, James?
I found something at Go Figure.
Let me bring it up for you, James.
Yes, sorry, yes, I did.
Refresh your memory, mate.
Yes, sorry about that. Back on track. Here we go. So randomly, what we'll do after each advert, Chris and I will select a random piece of merch from Go Figure Collectibles. And just to show you how diverse this store is, here is a pop vinyl of the legendary Dominic Wilkins in his Hawks jersey, number 21. I just have visions of him in the 1988 slam dunk competition with Michael Jordan, the runner-up to Michael Jordan. But that's a great-looking pop. Not a huge pop collector, but I love these basketball ones. They look sick.
And some of the pops, the basketball pops, have gone up heaps in value. I'd love to get a Michael Jordan one, but I never was able to find one in store here. So maybe I have to look on Go Figure. Don't forget as well, if you're buying online or in store, use code FDU5, get you 5% off as well.
All right. Thank you once again, Go Figure. Absolutely. Up next is Merch Perch.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
All righty. What did you pick up, Chris?
Well, I had a pretty quiet fortnight. You remember last show I picked up about 74 Elites and Motu figures in a massive box that I had shipped from the US. But unbelievably, I made a bit of a trade ski with a guy in the UK. I overpaid. I know I overpaid on my end of the trade, but I knew it was getting harder and harder to find a Karma figure in WA. Every other state seemed to have got them. But there you go. I've got a picture of it there for the people watching. That Karma figure, collector's edition. It came from the UK in about 4 days.
Wow.
Like insanely fast. And it wasn't even, so firstly, somehow it got through customs that fast. The other thing that was amazing with it was it was probably, like, I don't know how the shipping system works in the UK, but it was just stamps. It wasn't a label or anything. Somebody had just stuck stamps all over the box. I didn't expect it would get here till July. It was on my doorstep yesterday. Big problem was the box had been completely squished. So it had been flattened. Box probably wasn't strong enough from the seller. All good because I'm going to open it anyway. I'm a nice guy. I didn't complain. I checked the tracking on the figure that I traded for it, which was a Ultimate Edition Edge, and I looked at the tracking. Where do you reckon my figure is that I sent him? Same day we sent them. Where's mine?
I reckon still in Perth Customs.
Still in Perth. It's still in Perth. It is still here. It said awaiting departure at Perth Airport. I thought I sent this 2 weeks ago or about 10 days ago. The other guy sent it, and within a week it's here. 4 business days of shipping plus a weekend, and he's got it here. My parcel's still sitting on the tarmac in Perth waiting to depart. Crazy, isn't it?
Ozpost, lift your game. Lift your game. No, great, yes. Great figure that, Karma.
But Ozpost, if you work hard, you might get a watch.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I'd rather my figure, thanks. All right. Again, for me, it was a bit of a quiet one. I'm getting itchy. I'm getting very itchy. I haven't been buying much